I'm Robin Birkin, an ex-corporate marketer turned online business owner. I took everything I knew and created a six-figure life coaching business in the margins between nap times and a 9 to 5, and I'm here to share with you how you can do the same. Tune in as I share the raw and unfiltered truths, big lessons, and practical tips to help you build and grow a sustainable bread-winning business online that is both peaceful and profitable. Here, we dive deep into all things online courses, funnels, audience growth, and so much more. If that sounds like the things you want to learn, then welcome to Signature Online Course Secrets. Let's go.
So I realize that I am probably in the minority as someone who says that they love posting on Instagram, but I do. If you feel like posting on Instagram is a slog, it takes too long, you don't get results, then today's episode is for you. And hopefully I will have some incredibly actionable tips, some deep thoughts about how you can shift and change the way that you feel on Instagram, and even some food for thought about deeper and more results-focused actions that you could be taking on in your business in order to increase the revenue and the flexibility, the freedom that you have from your business as well. So today we are talking about you hate Instagram, I love it, and here's 5 reasons why and how you can fall back in love with posting on Instagram. And this is all because this month is dedicated to me sharing some of my best Instagram tips and tricks in honor of Batched becoming a permanent fixture in my office suite. So if you have not heard, I am in my low ticket era and I'm releasing the juiciest, most easy to digest guides and tiny products until the end of the year. We're going to have some incredible offers. Join our course gang. If you go to launcheasylife.com/shop, you will see what we have now. We have some incredible drops coming, and Batched is one of those. Batched, as I said last week, is one of those offers that I have that just kind of flies off the shelves without me doing anything. It's an easy offer that people want because everybody pretty much has to post on Instagram or feels like they have to post on Instagram. But so many people that I know feel exhausted and burnt out by Instagram. What do I post? How do I post quickly? You know, you're already probably busy serving clients or knee deep with your kids. So what does it look like to save time, have an account that actually does what it is meant to, and continue to grow and get clients from Instagram? That's what Batched is. It's a grab and go guide. So it's 106 pages. We go through trial reels and how to leverage and use trial reels, how to post really quickly, exactly what to post, the 3 types of posts you should be creating on Instagram, ideas for all of them, how to create captions, how to do things like use CapCut and make your reels more interesting. Literally, it's all of my best tips on exactly what to post, how to generate endless ideas, and how to post a high volume really, really quickly. If you would like details on that, you can see the link below in the show notes, or you can DM me the word Batched or comment under any of my Instagram posts and we will send you the link. You can get access to that straight away and you will get a free ticket to our next live Batched bootcamp, where we will get it done together. You'll get the chance to ask questions and have me check out your Instagram profile. Super fun. We've run 2 rounds before and we've had a bunch of people join both rounds because it's so fun and it's a way for us to get it all done together in one go, just knock it off and then have that 90 days of beautiful Instagram done. So here is the 5 ways that you can fall back in love with posting on Instagram. And these are the 5 reasons why I love it. Number 1, I don't overthink it. I'm like, it's a stupid app on the internet that gives me free advertising for my business. It is not the be all and end all. Yes, there are some garbage trolls out there, but I guess overall, because my mindset as a past life coach is to let people. So there was a phrase, I first heard it from Glennon Doyle, that was like, let whoever think whatever. It's a bit different to what Mel Robbins is currently preaching. But I am so firm in what it is that I believe that I kind of don't care if people disagree with me, even if they're wrong. So if someone was to comment on my post, I had someone the other day, like I posted something about Meghan Markle and someone posted underneath like, oh, she already had her second season confirmed before, before she launched the first season or whatever it was. And I could have clapped back, but I didn't because I was like, think whatever. Like, I don't care. I'm moving on. I'm making progress. And I think there's lots of reasons, like as somebody who works every day at an in-depth level with clients, sometimes I will have clients who literally get hoodwinked. They're like, what do I post? Oh my God, like it's all so heavy. Like it feels like such a big thing. And honestly, I'm like, post whatever. Like it doesn't matter. Even if it's, to just get you started, you just repost something that you posted a couple of months ago, or you post something that you're like, it's not going to be the best thing in the world, or something that took you 2 seconds. Maybe it's just a short caption. But you only get better, in my opinion, at posting when you post. You only break the creative drought when you just put out something low lift, right? So it's like a muscle. When you get into the rhythm and the routine of posting regularly, that's how you are able to post regularly. And when you care less about like one little individual post or exactly what's happening, and I will speak in a moment about viewing your insights, very important. Like you do need to consider where Instagram is in the whole scheme of your business. But generally, like it's an app on the internet. I really don't care if I come across as stupid. I don't care if people disagree with me. I'm like, meh, it's free advertising. Like I'm definitely going to take it. So we'll batch my posts and that helps me to care less in the moment. Like if I'm having a creative streak, and usually that's week 3, week 4 of every month when I'm focused on content creation. So this podcast, for example, I'm recording this in week 4 of May. That's when I just go through and I do it all at once. So when I batch, I don't be like, I'm going to create one Instagram post, then I'm going to create another Instagram post. What I do is say, okay, what are we promoting? What are we talking about this month? What's the themes? What's the topics? What are the pathways that I want people to take? And then I will brainstorm all of my ideas. I might get ChatGPT to help me and think too, like these are all the things that I want to speak about in this month. So I kind of look at my idea generation and my content generation, and it almost all revolves around what I'm speaking about on the podcast, which almost all relates to what it is that I'm selling or in the runway for. So it's all kind of reverse engineered back. But then what I will do is like I have a bank of B-roll that I'll go through, and I kind of just like do it step by step. Then I go through and paste in all my captions. Then I go through and schedule it. So I don't batch one post from A to Z. I do A, B, 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 C, 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 and that's how I do it. And because it's not batched really in real time, so I do post a little bit on the fly. Not everything is completely scheduled out, but because I have my ideas, I have my content schedule and everything, it actually becomes quite an easeful process because I'm not in it and I'm not creating the wheel every single day. So number 2 is I post really quickly. Like I'm not spending hours designing reels. If you look through my account, pretty much the design is the same on nearly everything that I do. I use the same fonts, the same colors. It's all pretty simple, and that way it's easy for people to read. But I also reuse and I repurpose, and as I said, I batched. So this is everything that we speak about in Batched Bootcamp, is at its core how to generate endless ideas and post really, really quickly. You don't want to be spending like 12 hours per week just posting on Instagram. You have such better things to do in your business, like selling. At the risk of stating the obvious. And you're probably seeing one-to-one clients, whatever it is, looking after kids, having your entire schedule because you're a mum, like thrown out the window because you've got an appointment here, like I'm about to take my cat to the vet. You don't have the time to be spending hours and hours every week on Instagram. And you might be sitting here comparing yourself to these giant creators like Diary of a CEO and Alex Hormozy. And I want to let you know that's not you. The way that they show up is different to the way that you can show up. And so you should be showing up with like, how do I create things that move the needle in whatever my goals are and my pathways to profit really quickly, because you have better things to do. So don't compare yourself to people like that. Don't compare yourself to influencers. That's not you. But I post really quickly. It's everything that I teach in Batched, which is only $47. And you get a live ticket to our next free do it together session. So I have, for example, a few ways that I post really quickly. And I think I speak about this either next week or the week after. One thing that I do is, you will see on my account frequently these kind of white quote posts. I tested a bunch of stuff. I found that in terms of shares, these get the best shares. So I didn't just do the same thing and expect a different result. I put out a few tests. I was like, this is what works best. Let's stick with this for a while. But I have a big document. It's got 50 different pieces of thought leadership / shareable quotes in there. Is everyone going to be shareable? No. Can I post some, then check in on 3 months? Which were the ones that were shared? Which are the ones that weren't? What are the common themes? Yes, I can. But I have this 3-month document. I've just written out all the captions. It takes all of 10 minutes for Febby to schedule a month at a time, but I never have to think about it. If I get inspired, I quickly add new quotes to a Google task that I have, and then I get on with my life, and then maybe once a month, once a quarter, I go and add in those other quotes. Again, then it's hands off because Febby's doing it. So this is one of the ways that I save time. It's so quick if you do it that way. The other thing, and then I repeat. Once I've gone through that level of quotes once, great, we start again the next month. And that's how you build out more and more and more and more. I reuse captions from time to time. Sometimes I'll just change the hook at the start or the jab. And I actually don't always do long captions. Some of my captions are really short, and you don't need to do captions all the time if you know what the purpose of each post is. So not all posts are designed to, not every post is a selling post. Are some posts designed to do multiple things? 100%. But I am purely in the camp of we get to be kind of multidimensional, have personalities in our content, and we get to honor that sometimes people don't want to have comment this word under every single freaking post. The next thing is, and this is so major, everyone, you're all going to listen to this and be like, oh my God, she has a 3-month Canva document with quotes. I'm going to take that away. But this one's the real big one. I have clarity on my niche and my messaging. Your ability to stand out and sell is directly related to your ability to understand and speak to the current state of your audience. If you're what is that? I don't know. Listen to the past episodes. So just last week, I shared about you're too smart for your own good and it's costing you sales. This is exactly what I speak about in last week's episode with examples. You need to speak to the symptoms that your audience has, not the solutions that you have. And one of the things that we do in Batched is probably the most valuable part is we have a series of AI prompts that you go through that not only trains your AI in that chat on who your audience is, who your business is, what your offers are, so that it kind of gets better and better and better at understanding you. But this is how you generate endless ideas that actually speak to your audience and gives you clarity on your niche, the problem that you solve, and the way that you should message your business. This is how you get that, is by really, truly understanding who your Cloud9 clients are. The next thing, my business does not live or die by what happens on Instagram. Too many of your businesses do. My business uses Instagram as part of the wider ecosystem of my marketing, is part of the wider ecosystem of my business. So if I didn't post for a week or a month, well, my posts are semi-garbage. I'll explain that in a minute. But if my posts didn't take off, my business would not die because of it. So one of the core things that I do is I invest regularly in meta ads. I also have my podcast. I will share sometimes on Threads. We are active on Pinterest. We have an SEO writer. Like, there are lots of diversified things that I am doing with my marketing. And if my Instagram account, heaven forbid, got shut down tomorrow, it would not be the end of the world. Also because I'm building an email list. So it would be a matter of sending out an email and being like, oh no, come and follow me here. And that would be perfectly fine. But my account is the same account that I used from when I first started on Instagram and was an infertility life coach. This is not the same as people will be like, I pivoted my account. Yeah, but you pivoted the message, but we're still essentially targeting the same audience most of the time. I, on the other hand, I didn't pivot. I basically completely and radically changed my business, my offers, and my audience. I went from business to consumer, like average women who's like a teacher who is navigating infertility behind the scenes and has personal mindset issues, to business, speaking all about business. So what happens with the Instagram algorithm? And you should know this, you probably know this, and I'm just repeating myself with knowledge you already know, but you put out a post, Instagram will put that post out to a little bit of people who are not in your current audience, but mostly people who are in your current audience. And it'll be like, what's the traction on this? And if it doesn't get the engagement, the likes, the shares, the comments, whatever, it'll be like, we'll just kill that there. Like, the people don't want to see this, so that was a garbage post. You will see this if you're getting reels that are just getting like 100 views every time. And I have something to say on that as well. But if you're getting reels that are just getting 100 views at a time, this is probably an indication that you need to change something up with your strategy. If you're getting like 300-400 and you're just started your account, that's a sign that you're probably doing a few things right. But if you're getting just 100, that's generally like an indication that there might be some work to do. But what it'll do is it'll put it out to some people in your current audience and a few people outside your audience. And then if it doesn't get any traction at all, it'll be like, kill it. If it gets some engagement, it'll be like, oh, we'll put it out to a few more people. If it continues to get engagement, it'll put it out to more people. And it's like, think like a circle, like it kind of exponentially increases. My account, every time I put out a post, it primarily gets put out to, let's say, of the 19,000 followers that I have, let's just say that, 13,000 of them are women who are navigating infertility. If I put out something that's like, hey, how to make your lead magnet page convert like hotcakes, as an example, it's actually one of the most valuable posts that I have on my feed. Someone navigating infertility is going to be like, what the hell is a lead magnet page? What is a convert? Like, why does it need to convert? What's 63%? I don't understand this. They're not going to like it, engage it. They're not going to even understand it. So my posts typically don't go that far. That's probably going to be the case on my account for like the next year or 2 years, which is why Instagram is not the be all and end all of my account. So I literally don't even look at my likes or anything like that. I'm focused on leads and actual business in my account, as you should be too. So if I had a solution for you on this, it is diversify. So make sure, if you feel like Instagram isn't working and giving you the results that you want, diversify your strategy. One of the main things that we work on for providers in the Peace and Profit Mastermind is how to run a really hands-off and exceptional meta ads campaign as part of your business, right from top of funnel to bottom of funnel. Even if you're in health and wellness and you've been classified as health and wellness and need to shake up your strategy a little bit, that's one of the things that we do for people who are in the Peace and Profit Mastermind, because they understand that it's so important, number one, to get a particular quantity of like leads and business and awareness and eyeballs into the business. And meta ads is a really peaceful way to do that. Obviously, you could say, let's start YouTube channel and let's, I don't know, do all these other things. But if you don't have the time to be posting everywhere and posting 12 times a day, starting a new YouTube channel, all of those things, one of the easiest ways that you can increase the leads and revenue into your business is going to be by using meta ads. So ensuring that you have a diversified marketing ecosystem in your business. The next one, as I've alluded to just earlier, is I don't really focus on vanity metrics and I don't tie my self-worth to my likes. So again, my account is trash, but I also have always never really tied my self-worth in my business to my likes. What I would highly encourage you to do is start asking yourself higher level questions, such as what kind of number of conversations am I having on my account? What is the quantity this month? How many conversations have I had with prospective leads? The other question I'd be asking myself is, how many leads have I had to my email list? And when I don't have much likes or anything like that, not making it about my self-worth. Like, it's not about you. It's not about whether people like you or don't like you. It is literally just a computer algorithm making random decisions. So it's not always a really accurate reflection of you as a person or you as an expert and your expertise. And the other thing to understand, because I've done this before, this is like not the first time I've had an Instagram account, is that things exponentially grow. So this could be an analogy for your entire business or a metaphor for your entire business. It always starts off small and then exponentially increases. So you might be starting your account and you'll be like, oh my God, like I've posted 200 posts and I've only got 5 likes. That's fine. This is also why you don't want every single post to be unique and you should reuse posts. Then it might go to 20. Then it might go to 100. Then it might go to 500. It sort of exponentially increases. So the more you post and practice and flex that muscle, the more you will inevitably grow. But it's always going to be slower at the start. It's the same as lead gen. It's the same as sales in your business. Most people give up at that point because it takes longer than they thought it would take. It all takes longer than you think it will take. But if you keep going and keep improving and keep iterating, you will get better. But also the algorithm will start getting clarity on who you serve, starting to help you find your audience. You will grow a little bit. That's going to help you grow some more. So it all starts to get easier at a certain point. I 100% promise you. And the very last reason why I love Instagram, but you may not, is because at a wider level in my business, I'm not rushed or burnt out. So I have a lot of space baked into my business. I've made very intentional choices about my business model. In this business and in my last business, I've never really prioritized a lot of one-to-one. I get exhausted by lots and lots of one-to-one calls. So I do love working with people at a very in-depth level, but maybe it's because I'm a projector, maybe it's because I'm in perimenopause, I don't know. But I don't love to have a full calendar. I love to be doing multiple things. I've got my kids and I want to prioritize my kids. And so I've created a very intentional business model that doesn't revolve around that. So I have my 16-hour CEO guide. It's completely free and that's 120 pages. If you DM me on Instagram, CEO, I'll send it through to you, but it's all about how to manage my time. And the reason I'm speaking about that is because one of the things I also do is in week 4 of every month, I have a week just to focus on deep work or creating content and batching that out, whatever that may be. But I don't feel rushed because I have this week in the calendar that is kind of there to take on that overflow. So all of the podcasts for June and July are created in the last week of May and sometimes even in week 3 of May when I only have a few calls. But things in my business are kind of blocked together in order to give me more time, in order to make sure that I'm not burning out, in order to ensure that I have the time to do the projects that I want to do and get to show up and get to batch my content. And so at a wider level in my business, I don't hate Instagram because I have the time to be able to be like, okay, let's think about it and what do we need to do. So if you want to know more about exactly how I manage my time, my schedule, like literally hour by hour, week by week schedule, how I work with my VA, all of that, it's free if you just comment CEO under one of my posts on Instagram. But that's one of the reasons as well why I kind of don't really burn out on Instagram or get super stressed by Instagram, is because I actually have the time and space to be creative and to focus on it. So that is today's episode. I hope that has been incredibly valuable. This whole month, I'm speaking about Instagram, how to save time, how to get better at it, all of those kind of things. So make sure you go back up to last week's episode. And then the next 2 weeks, we're also focusing on Instagram. So make sure you are subscribed. And if you want to learn like all of my secrets with a really valuable 106-page grab and go guide, I've got screenshots, I've got videos, I've got AI prompts and worksheets and content calendars, all of that for just $47, as well as a live ticket to our next live bootcamp. Comment on one of my posts, batched, and I will send through all of the details you need to know. That's me for this week. I will catch you next week. Bye for now.
Another episode on the books. If you'd like to continue the conversation and get more super saveable tips, come and find me on Instagram at Robin Birkin. Otherwise, make sure you're subscribed, and I can't wait to see you next week.